guys, it's Monday and it's also St. Patrick's Day, so I am rocking the Triforce bow and my Loki shirt, and I've got Green Lantern socks because I am on it. Luko, I'm really glad you're giving Noragami a shot because it's super cute and it's really character driven, and I know you're totally into all that shit. And I'm really glad you got a new figure because those always make me happy, which is why I've totally bought one new figure, two new figure, and three new figures. And in case you didn't know, you're coming to Fanime even if I have to fly you out here myself. It's happening. Mario, I haven't watched True Detective yet, but I've heard a lot of really great things. And actually, my boyfriend had watched it like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh, if you want to watch it, I'll totally watch it again with you." That's totally what he sounds like, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I will definitely have to give it a shot at some point because it's so great. Nikki, you're definitely not alone in the love of Sailor Moon going on right now and all of the Sailor Crystal hype. But I'm wondering, because a lot of people originally watched Sailor Moon on Cartoon Network when it was re-released in the US. I'm wondering how many people actually watched it like before it was on Toonami, way back when. I think it was 95 it was first released on like in the morning hours, like right after Inspector Gadget. That was actually when I first watched Sailor Moon and when they were selling a lot of the toy dolls in the stores, way back in the days where I was very, very tiny. But back then I didn't know what anime was. I was just watching the show and it was like girl power, and that was awesome because I grew up with the Power Rangers, and it was nice to have a kind of Power Rangers-esque team that was all girls so that we could relate to it and stuff. And I know I specifically could relate to Sailor Moon because I already knew at the tender age of 7 that I was destined to be a magical girl. Anywho, you asked what was the first anime series that we had watched in completion, and I don't know if I have an answer to that because all of the anime that I watched way back in the day was all super long series like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon, and all these like other like really long series, so it was kind of near impossible to finish all of it. It was just kind of by season. So of course I watched all of season 1 of Digimon and then season 2 and then the previous or seasons after that. But it was kind of just what came out at the time. So I don't know if you count things like that because Pokemon is still going. You can't finish Pokemon. Just like how you can never actually catch all 6 million billion Pokemon anymore. I mean, really, it might have been like something they had on Toonami just because it was short, something like Gundam Wing that they would just play repeatedly over and over again, and then you eventually just watch the whole thing because it's not that long of a show. Or like G Gundam, or really any of the Gundam series, because I wasn't old enough to watch things on Adult Swim at that point. It could have even been like one of the really awful Tenchi series, like Tenchi Muyo or Tenchi Universe or Tenchi in Tokyo, because I've seen all those a million billion kajillion times on Toonami. But yeah, it was hard to watch a complete series back in the day because you always had to wait until they ended up dubbing more of it and releasing more. So like Dragon Ball Z way back when, like they'd do like certain arcs and then they'd like leave you hanging for like several months or a year until you found out what happened later, which is really shitty. Boo on you, Toonami. So sorry, I don't really have a good answer to that question. But speaking of super nostalgia bombs, I got 2 new figures, well 3 technically, but 2 of them are Nurse Witch Komugi figures, and oh my gosh, how I love Nurse Witch Komugi. So how I found out about this really obscure ass anime was way back in the day. You could go to a convention like Anime Expo, and then they would have a shit ton of these different people's booths like ATV, and they didn't have Crunchyroll back in the day, but they had like Funimation, which used to be really awful, and like all of these other like anime production people, and they would give you DVDs for free of like all the trailers of all their upcoming anime that they've been dubbing and are releasing into the US. So I was one of those people who would like always get those DVDs, not only because I wanted to see what was coming out that was new, but also because I just really liked the music and like the opening songs that they would use in all the trailers. I thought they were so catchy, and back then it was really, really difficult to find music from anime online because that just wasn't a thing back then, and I'm clearly really old. But anyway, there was an ADV DVD trailer that I had, and it had Nurse Witch Komugi on it, and I was just in love with the trailer, and I was just like, I don't know what this is, but this is amazing, and it's got this cute, adorable, like, cosplay girl who's going to be a magical girl, and this is like my life. This is me in an anime. And it will forever be true because Nurse Witch Komugi is literally Steph the anime. So if you haven't seen Nurse Witch Komugi, it's only like 6 or so episodes long. It's an OVA from a series called Soul Taker, which is way more serious and like dark. But Nurse Witch Komugi is happy and stupid and wonderful and my life story of some sort. So that actually brings me a question for all you guys out there, and that is there a character that you just really, really relate to? Like, they're just very similar to things you like and how you react to things. Is there a character, and it doesn't have to be anime, but it could be a video game, it could be comic book, it could be TV show, whatever. What's the character that's most similar to you that you can really identify and relate with? Because I want to know. So, I'm pretty sure this is way longer than I want it to be, but I hope you all have a great Monday. Enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Eat lots and lots of corned beef and cabbage because that's delicious shit right there. And make sure to check out the other awesome geeks this week and Facebooks and Twitters and stuffs, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye! Oh yeah, and I'm going to be this guy again on Saturday, so I'm not going to have any eyebrows again for a while, so that's going to make me sad, but it'll be really awesome, so yay!